Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and friends, and others, other woodland creatures. Welcome to episode 14 of Fearless Thinking. I'm your host, Michael Devous. This is episode 14. Like I said, the compass of integrity, questioning your motives. And sorry about that. You know what? My openers are not very. I don't know what they are. You know what? I'm not going to judge myself, and I'm not going to do that. But I have to say, I'm a little, oh no, silly, I guess. Anywho, doesn't matter. Fearless Thinking, episode 14, The Compass of Integrity, questioning your motives. Like I said, this is good stuff. We have been exploring authenticity. We've been exploring integrity. Yesterday, we talked about being ruthlessly honest with yourselves. And now we're going to talk about questioning your motives. We explored this principle of understanding understanding your why, which is critical for making ethical decisions and building trust with your stakeholders and, of course, with yourself. Um, Let's shift our perspective. Imagine standing across at a crossroads. You've got no map and you've got no compass, right? And you're unsure which direction leads to your destination. Acting without questioning your motives is like navigating your business blindly. And no one wants to do that. Decisions made that like this will lead to unintended consequences further down the road, eroding trust. Nobody wants that, right? So imagine now, though, you've got this beautiful compass in your hand. Well, that's not a compass. Anyway, you got this beautiful compass in your hand. It points you towards your true north, your integrity north, right? Your core values. And by questioning your motives, you can better align your actions with those values. And this ensures that your decisions are ethical, building trust, propelling you towards what you desire on your destination and on your journey. So, the fears that can pop up while we are questioning our motives is the fear of missing out on opportunities and the belief that business is all about the bottom line, that profit over passion. And that can hold you back. If you got those fears, they can hold you back from actually questioning your motives. What's going to be key about this, of course, is reframing that idea, that fear that you might have about that opportunity, or that the bottom line is more important and crucial than your business model or your integrity, which it isn't. I promise you. So, if you build a business with strong social conscience. You will attract better customers, better teams who actually share your values and create a legacy of positive impact. Here are some of the ways you can face those fears because we like to make fear our friend. We like to address those fears and make sure we're always thinking about ways to deal with them before they pop up out of the blue. Connect actions to values, right? So before you take action, if you're aligning yourself with your motives, does this decision align with my core values? This simple question actually can guide you towards ethical choices. One of the interesting studies that I read this, I want to say recently, but Hal Hirschfeld, who is a psychologist out of UCLA, and did this study about people that measuring their brainwave activity when they thought about themselves in the now versus themselves in the future. And one of the interesting things that he discovered was when we begin to think about our future self, we see that person as our future as a stranger, and so therefore they go into this part of our brain where we don't really care about the outcome for that person, right? Which is kind of odd when you think about, I'm planning for my future self and I don't care about him. That's trouble. That could spell trouble, especially if you're not aligned with your core values and you're not questioning your motives. And then, as we say in this one, does this decision align with my core values? One of the things Hal says you can do is you can set up a meeting with yourself where you actually pretend you're having a conversation with your future self, a year down the line. And would that future person say, here's the problem. Does this decision align with what we're doing? Would your future self say yes or no? Would your future self agree with that decision you're about to make? That could be helpful. Second, consider your why. Consider your why. Always asking, this is the why that you established at the very beginning of the business model, which is establishing your why for doing the business, establish your why for the service you're bringing out into the world, and the impact you want to make. And using that as a compass, a little bit of adjustment to always be making sure that you're navigating and adjusting your ship on your journey. and considering your why, if you dig deep enough, you'll find that your motivation could be genuinely because you care for your customers and you want that outcome, or you may discover that it's about the quick profits that are going to come from taking this next step. And you got to ask yourself, does that align with my values? Does that align with my why? Because your why will help you stay true to your values and it'll help you keep navigating out of those choppy waters. 3, seek diverse perspectives. Seek diverse perspectives. Perspectives. I have said this 1,000 times. Those lenses, those little perspectives, we need to have diverse perspectives because if you discuss your decisions with your trusted advisors and your mentors who have diverse perspectives, their feedback will help you identify your potential biases and ensure that your motives are in alignment with your decisions that you're making. 4, embrace transparency. Be open. Be open with your stakeholders, be open with your team, be open with yourself about your motives. It's okay if you want that profit. It's okay if that's what you really want right now. But you need to be honest with yourself about why you're going after it. And also, will it actually benefit everyone you think it will? I know that bottom line seems, quite tasty. I don't know why I said tasty. The bottom line, it's attractive. That profit is attractive. But remember, the reason why you went into this in the first place was because it was passion over profit. And transparency fosters trust and allows for more open communication, which keeps you on target and aligned with your motives and aligned with your values and aligned with your integrity and your authenticity, right? This helps you build strong customer relationships. Customers. I built a new word. That's a new word. You may have it. You may use it. Fly, go, be free. Customers connect with brands that are aligned with their own values. That's what they want. This world of social media has changed the landscape of doing business and getting our message out there. And if we put a message that isn't in alignment, people are going to know. People are going to find out. And they're going to call you on it. So make sure that you're building strong relationships and your motives and your values align with your branding and your messaging, because that builds really good customers and customer loyalty. Questioning your motives helps you build those genuine relationships with your customers. And we love them. We want them around for a long time, right? Attract and retain talent. Boom. I mean, how many times do we have to say it? Right? Top talent seeks companies with strong social conscience. Oh, I just have a hard time. Just like your customers can determine and know whether you're in alignment with your brand messaging, your talent, those potential employees can find out very quickly whether or not your company stands in alignment with your values and is fair and treats their employees well. They'll find out. Trust me, it's on there. It's either on LinkedIn or it's on all those other places where you go get jobs. I can't remember the names off the top of my head right now, but you understand what I mean. With social media, with posting online, with your job companies and your reputation, it's online. Your online reputation is there. People can see it and they will find out. So make sure that you're staying in alignment because you want that top talent. And if you focus on your why and you know that you're in alignment with your why, this will help you and your business attract and retain mission-driven employees, right? Doing so fosters an inclusive, beautiful environment. We love those environments because you focus on your shared values, right? By focusing on your why behind your business, keeping in alignment with that why behind your business, how it was formed and why it was formed, you create a space for diverse backgrounds and perspectives that share your core values. And that's a beautiful thing. When you've got that kind of support, when you've got that kind of a team around you, I think that's amazing. Now your business is flourishing and it's flying, and people are really benefiting from it because they share in your core values and they help you stay on target and stay on task with your motives. You can empower your employees through this by questioning your motives. It encourages your employees to do the same for themselves, ensuring that they stay in alignment with where they are in the company. If it's not a fit for them, they need to know now because they won't be productive, and they got to go find that place that is in alignment with them. And if it's not in alignment, you kind of want to know, right? You don't want them doing work that's subpar or coming to work undervalued or undervaluing themselves or their experiences. You want to make sure it's in alignment. You want to foster a culture of integrity and ethical decision making, right? At all levels. Cultivating unwavering integrity starts with questioning your motives. So before taking that action and you ask yourself your why, get in alignment. Make sure that you are. Align with your decisions and your core values. You will build a business and a team. You will build strong social conscience, a loyal customer base, and a dedicated team. Not just of followers, likes, and subscribers, but actual people who care about you and your mission and your product and your services and your passion, right? Remember, a clear compass can guide you towards a more fulfilling entrepreneurial journey. And thank you for joining us for episode 14, The Compass of Integrity, Questioning Your Motives. It's another step towards having a more impactful and beneficial entrepreneurial journey, wherever you are on that journey, whether you got in recently and you started out really young, or you joined, at my age, which is like 54, and you're just now taking everything you've learned and putting it into an entrepreneurial journey to build businesses because you've just got so much. You're like, oh, I got to get it out into the world, right? I got to share this. I got to do this now, right? Whether you're at the beginning of the little river, oh, you're entering the river where I am in the old person section. It's called the hot tub. It's the lazy river. We love that you're here. We love that you're thinking fearlessly and you're joining us, and you're providing your guiding light. Remember your why and your motives. The why stands behind your motives. That's your guiding light. So keep learning, keep leading, and keep building that strong, beautiful business. You're on your entrepreneurial journey with your perfect, beautiful compass of integrity. So this will conclude our exploration of this. We have one more episode on integrity this week. Yeah. And remember, the learning never ends and the journey never ends. It just keeps going and you keep getting better. And I see it. I think it's beautiful. Keep listening. We got more inspiring content coming up this week. The last episode of this week, episode 15, that's tomorrow. That's Friday. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful, incredible rest of your week, and keep building a future that is built on purpose with ethical decision making, and do a little bit of fearless thinking. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.